When we talk about prepping and preparedness, there's one thing that we need to prepare for more than anything else, and that is violence. I hate to say it, but when things go crazy, people go crazy, and that's how we have to protect ourselves. And we're already heading down that path. You need to see this video. This is from the Daily Wire. Honestly, I think it's one of the most trusted news sources you can get. Pittsburgh police cut staff between 3 to 7 a.m. And here's the key. They no longer respond if not in progress emergency. Have you seen this? Have you seen this in the news or on YouTube? I've seen a lot of channels bring this out, but what they're saying is, look, there's no more police coverage during this time. And that part is simply not true. There's police coverage. But if you have a theft, somebody breaks in your house and it's 4 o'clock in the morning and they're already gone, well, you can file online and obviously have a follow-up investigation later on. I'm not saying that's good, but if it's in progress and your life's in danger, well, will they send police out? That's the important part we have to look at. Because here's the situation. When we see inflation, when we see a lot of people without jobs, when we see a country heading into a situation in which their economy is collapsing, we're not there yet, but we're heading there. There's less taxes to be paid, less taxes, and of course, more fat bureaucrats too take the money, then that simply means less money for police. So the police will start cutting back. So when we see things like calls not considered to be in progress emergencies, they will be assigned by dispatch to a telephone recording unit. And they said, and here's the key part, look at this. It's not enough to cover the entire city in those hours. In other words, we're not seeing the economy collapse yet, but the direction we're heading is this. Less taxes are being paid, numerous reasons why that happens, less police force there. Now, is this defund the police? It very well may be, but we're going to see a progress in which the police coming to your house to help you in situations is going to decrease more and more. You're going to have less and less police coverage coming to your help in need. And that's what I'll get at in a minute. Stick with this video. Again, in the end, we need to talk about specifically as preppers what we need to do about this. But this is Pittsburgh, which, honestly, I was just there this last fall. Gorgeous city. They've really come out of the ashes, so to speak, for the fact that when the steel mills went down, there was so much crime, but now it's gorgeous. It's amazing. But now it breaks my heart to see Pittsburgh going through this, but it's not just Pittsburgh. In this article, we see 15 cities now defunding police to a bare minimum, 15 cities. And we'll just go through this quickly through their list. Minneapolis, San Francisco, Austin, Portland, New York. And we'll stop there half a second. Interesting how this comes out. It talks about police budgets being cut as they call National Guard to help monitor and guard the subways now. There's a lot going on there. Seattle, Philadelphia, LA, Salt Lake City, Dallas, Hartford, New Orleans, Baltimore, Boston, and Long Beach. And clearly this is not an exhaustive list. We see so many cities having the same problem. So many cities. This is like some of the major ones we're seeing. So here's the situation. Problems with taxes. Taxes are not being paid. Bureaucrats sucking up more of the money for programs that we can't afford. And now the police gets cut. And as this happens, crime always increases at a time when there's not as many police. So this is one of the first steps you see in a collapse, by the way. In fact, tomorrow I'm planning on putting a video out that talks about what to look for to understand when crap is actually going to hit the fan. But seeing today's video, this is one of those things that shows you we're heading in that direction. So as preppers, what do? We have to prepare and take care of ourselves. You need to learn to be able to get a weapon, a firearm. You need to be able to practice. You need to be trained. You need to make it so it is second nature and fluent with you. Not to mention you need to be in shape, possibly have some kind of like Krav Maga or martial arts in case somebody attacks you, because we are going to see, even though in Pittsburgh, this is just a small window in which it's non-active crimes happening, but that's just the first step. That's just the beginning. We have to be prepared and ready. So find a range or find some people around you who can teach you these things, because you need to be taught this tactically, not in a situation where you simply just stand in a range and shoot. That's not going to cut it. You need to practice for every contingency, because unfortunately, as things get worse, and they are getting worse, we need to be prepared. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.